Welcome back. It's still Business Morning right here on Channels Television, and we're taking one of the crops in Nigeria that seems, well, not efficiently explored yet. And we have an individual who is in that value chain and looks at integrating production, processing, and especially, most importantly, industrial utilization. And we're discussing cassava this morning. We're doing that with the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Agbeyewa Farms. He's also the MD/CEO of Matner Food Company. Is Mr. Sheyi Ayeleso. Thank you so much, Mr. Ayeleso, and welcome to the program.
Thank you, Ini. Good morning.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know that, I think they say that palm oil or palm tree is the richest crop globally, but I think cassava also competes with it, and you are in that line. Tell us some of the potentials you think we're overlooking when we discuss cassava.
Well, I want to tell you that cassava is the richest crop, okay, and the most stable crops in Nigeria. Even though, yes, palm kernel has a lot of derivatives, things that can be gotten out of palm kernel, but cassava offers the most efficient derivatives because you can get so many things from cassava. From cassava, you can get high quality cassava flour. You can get gari. You can get fufu, and also you can get cassava starch that's being used by most FMCG companies today. Processors also use them. You can also get ethanol, that's used for energy. You can also get Subitol that's being used by pharmaceutical companies. So a lot of things that you can get from cassava, of course. And I also told that from Brazil, you can even use cassava to get some Indomie noodles. They use
I heard where we have
spaghetti.
Yes, from cassava. And we would have counted bread as part of it now if our government had sustained that project, that cassava bread project that we started, with during the administration of President Goodluck Jonathan.
Yes, I think we are getting there now because cassava is going to be used to exchange for what we'll be using for bread now. I'm going to be making bread with cassava. We are getting there. The bill is already with the Senate. Are you doing
that? Is your company doing that?
Yeah, we are working with the House Committee on Agriculture, okay, Senate Committee on Agriculture to actually entrench that cassava.
What stage are you at, and what can we expect, the timelines?
Well, I think something good and something useful will be coming up before the end of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he's also very concerned about getting cassava as a stable product and needs to be used for bread in the country, and to help us a lot in terms of reducing our dependency on the importation of a cassava starch, which we already currently have in Deluge, in Torrance, in Nigeria. So before the end of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we should be getting to that. We're already discussing with the House Committee.
I hope it will go beyond discussion, sir.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This is our Nigerian discussion. And the paper agreement, we just talked about what MOUs and all of that. I hope it will go beyond
Fortunately, Agbeyewa has been designed by the federal government, Ministry of Agriculture, at the Cassava Revolution Center, okay, for cassava ecosystem in Nigeria. So we are working, and they know that we walk the talk, and also we try as much as possible to achieve whatever we want to do. So we are also in very serious, tough discussion with the House Committee, National Assembly, both the Senate, and also the House of Representatives.
Since you said it's very serious.
Very serious.
And then you did your hand like this, I think. But I mean, you were looking at integrating the value chain. That means you're working with others for not just maybe to get the crops, to process it, and then for the industrial utilization. Maybe you should take us through some of the things we can expect along this line.
Yeah, you know that Nigeria is the biggest producer of cassava in the world, and we are producing about 60 metric tons annually. And these have not really been converted into processing, okay, and for us to begin to use and also satisfy both industrial use and also for the consumers. Now, today, Nigeria imports over $600 million of cassava starch into the country, and that will not help the economy. And that is why Agbeyewa has come and some other processors in the country to come together. We have an umbrella called Industrial Cassava Association of Nigeria, where we talk, stakeholders association of Nigeria, where we talk about how do we now begin to improve and entrench the use of cassava starch and one to reduce dependency on importation, because we continue to rely on importation. $600 million annually is going to affect our GDP. But we want to get it to the point that will be affecting our GDP positively by ensuring that we actually participate and be a major player in the cassava value chain, especially processing, from cultivation to processing, and also to the market. Even we begin to even, apart from the fact that we'll be satisfying those industrial users, the likes of Cadbury, Nestle, Pumacidon, and the rest, will also be exporting, therefore enhancing our GDP. And what role is Agbewa play in this? Agbewa today is the largest producer of cassava, has the biggest farm in Africa. We are the biggest cassava farm in Africa. We have planted over 3,500 hectares of cassava in the last 3 years. And we are now
so you have farmers, because I mean sometimes in this value chain it seems the farmers are the ones who lose out the most. So you still see very poor farmers, while the other members of the stakeholders in the value chain are cashing out.
And that's where our interest is now. So actually those farmers are called aggregators. You know, instead to what they have been producing as farm produce are being lost. We call it post-harvest lost. But what we have come to play is actually to offtake this produce from the farmers and begin to process them for them. And we also offtake them for them at the premium price to ensure that at least it's sustainable and they're able to actually get into more production. Today, an average farmer in Nigeria gets about 6 to 8 tons yield per hectare, you know, from their farm. And at the end of the day, when you remove the cost of production from that 6 to 8 tons per hectare, when you sell it, what comes to them will be less than 100,000 as margin. What are we doing? We're also teaching them agronomy practices that will ensure that they move up to about 20 tons to 25 tons yield per hectare. In our farm today, we are getting about 25 to 30 tons. In fact, this year our target is to get about 40 tons per hectare. So we're also training those farmers, aggregating, then taking from them, then teach them good agronomy practices that make their yield to be very good so that they can have enough profit.
Where are these farmers that you work with?
Oh, we're in Ekiti State. Okay, but now that we have acquired...
That's your state.
But yeah, that's
so
my state.
Charity begins at home.
But however, we are taking care of all the farmers within the southwestern state. Okay, we have gone to Osun State to actually talk to farmers. We have gone to Ogun State to talk to farmers, and we have told them that we are off-taking all their produce from them, and we're also teaching them how to actually operate their farm operations and get good yield from whatever they are cultivating. Okay, now that we have acquired Matna, then what we are doing again is to actually extend our aggregation move or scheme to Ondo State. Where we'll be also
where is your processing? Because I'm trying to think of the logistics. A lot of businesses in Nigeria suffer setback at the point of logistics, moving from the farm to the processing site and all of that. So how do you coordinate that, especially since you're trying to aggregate from different parts of the country?
Yeah, the processing part we just acquired is a Bantna Foods Limited, which is the first processing plant in Nigeria, owned by the former CBN governor, and is based in Akure, Obese. So we'll move our cassava starch from our factory to Lagos. We have a warehouse in Lagos where we move our
You don't have issues
starch
with bad roads, vehicles, insecurity on
the
road?
I mean, of course, logistics issues are there.
Exactly.
Okay, we are using third-party vendors now.
Oh, okay.
But we are hoping we want to get our own trucks so that we're involved in the logistics, so that it will be very easy for us to move our cassava starch from Akure on those states to Lagos to satisfy our customers in the FMCG
All right,
industries.
honestly, I mean, I get excited when I hear about manufacturing, you know, and things like that, and I really do hope that I wish you success.
Thank you very much.
You know, and let's eat cassava bread. I've not tasted it. I want to taste cassava.
Don't worry, before the end of the year, you
before the end of this year, I'll be looking forward to it. All right. Thank you so much, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Gbeyewa Farms, and also is the MD CEO of Matna Food Company Limited, Mr. Shey Ayele. So thank you. We wish you the best.
Thank you very much, Cindy.
All right. All right, we'll go global in just a moment.